Okay, congratulations, B30. You are the 50th video of this supplemental learning. So congratulations, you are the winner. All right, hence the, where is it? 50, 50, there you go. All right, 50 videos between B30 and the A10 course that I have for supplemental learning. So I'm gonna keep this one short and get into the summary notes for Act 3, Scene 1. We're at the climax right now, and the famous to be or not to be soliloquy. Actually, it's quite fitting that we're number 50 is on the most famous soliloquy of all. Okay, so to be or not to be, that is the question. To do this, to do that, that's the question. To give up, to not give up, to keep going or not keep going. Okay, that is the question. To sleep, to dream. Ah, there's the rub. Okay, so let's get into the summary here. There you go. I entitled this Sneaks and Snares, Episode 3, or Act 3. And I'm hoping your summaries will be a little more extensive than what I have right now. I'm just kind of compressing it, but just show that you understand what's going on in these scenes and add them to your summaries accordingly. So preparations are made to spy on Hamlet. The king, Polonius, and Ophelia conceal themselves while Hamlet meditates on what course of action he should take, and that's in the soliloquy itself. That's the fourth soliloquy in the play, lines 59 to 91. To be or not to be, that is the question. He debates whether to give up and move on or stay on the path. So if he gives up, then Claudius and Gertrude will continue to be married, of course, and Claudius will have control of Denmark, Elsinore Castle, and all that jazz. Hamlet's father will continue to live in purgatory, but Hamlet will just move on and get on with his life. But if he stays on the path and we find out whether the play will be the thing and where we'll catch the conscience of the king, then we'll stay on the path, and then we'll know for sure. That will tell us whether to give up or move on, and give up and move on, or continue on the path and keep working towards saving his father's soul from purgatory. Then he goes to another analytical side of the spectrum, and then he says, well, wait a second. He wonders if it would be better to not be around at all. So what would happen if I was just out of the picture completely? And so that's to die, to sleep, and so on and so forth. Because right now he just feels lost, and there's no, he doesn't have any support group in place. Ophelia has spurned his love, and his mother is nowhere near being supportive of his feelings and what he's going through. Claudius for sure certainly isn't. And Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, well, there's no sense even talking about them. So Hamlet doesn't have anybody. His confidant was his father, and was his mother when when things were normal, but right now it's not. And he talks about dreaming, and it's like every time I dream that things would be better, and then I wake up and it's still Claudius and Gertrude and Polonius sticking his nose in everybody's business and stuff like that. So dreams lie, and so it's a very deep psychological breakdown of his situation, and he has to figure out which way to go, and he decides he's going to stay the course and let this play make his decision on whether to continue or not. And everything leading up to this point, I'm going to be doing acting in a certain way, doing things that are contrary to my character. So be all my sins remembered. Okay. Ophelia comes in, and keep in mind that they're being watched. Hamlet doesn't know that at first, but suspects something's up because Ophelia is acting out of character herself, and especially when she returns the gifts that Hamlet gave her. And so now it's like, okay, you're being manipulated too. I'm being manipulated. And so I can't continue on with this path knowing you're here. So I need you out of here. I need get thee to an unread where it's safe. And I know it's not what you want to hear, but I don't want you here. But he makes it sound like that he's done with Ophelia, and it's misperceived on her part, and of course those that are watching. So they think he's totally mad, and Ophelia's just like, okay, I don't have any support group myself. My brothers and friends, my father is preventing me from being with you. I can't be my own woman. I can't be my own person. I don't know what else. Hamlet, you're the only person that I can be with that lets me be who I want to be, and I can't be that either. So that's that continual downward spiral for Ophelia. And but of course they don't talk about this stuff. They don't have conversations because everyone's playing their respective games. And so then he leaves, and then the king and Polonius, they have their conversation, and they assess this situation, and King's like, that's not madness, that's something else. And maybe and then deep down he thinks maybe Hamlet does know something about how I came to power and how I managed to secure the crown, and his mother, his wife, and his queen, and so on and so forth. So I need him out of the picture. Polonius comes up with the idea that we'll send him to England and let England deal with him. And Claudius goes, yeah, that's a good idea. And this is the beginning of how Claudius uses other people to do his dirty work, so to speak, I guess. And so he keep his hands clean, because right now they're totally stained with the murder of his brother and the marriage to his mother, and so on and so forth. But we got to keep an eye on Hamlet in the meantime, and the king finishes off the scene by saying that people like Hamlet cannot go unwatched. So we got to stay vigilant during this time until we can send him off to England. Okay, so that is Act 3, Scene 1, and we're at the beginning of the climax. Okay, the climax carries on for the next couple scenes or so, and then we get into Act 4 and 5, and then we're done. So if you have any questions, let me know. Post them on Google Classroom or email me with your questions. I know some of you have stated that the language is a little challenging. Please use the left side of the book for your guidance there. If you have access to No Fear versions of Hamlet, then please check that out as well. And there might be some YouTube sites that will help you with the English translation of Shakespeare. And so please check that out as well. And yeah, and don't forget you should be starting your tombstones as well. Okay, so take care. Congratulations on being number 50 for the video, and we'll talk to you later. Take care and be safe.